Hello, nerds! Thank you for joining me here on Nerd News Clips. This is the second channel. This is the place for all of the short-form content as well as the individual sections and just generally speaking smaller things. If you are into the longer form content, youtube.com/generallynerdy is the place to go see that. With that out of the way, let's get into this. So let's head into the music section. Kind of a small section for this episode, but that's okay because everything else is huge. Our first piece of music news is we're jumping right into tours. So for the touring section of music, we're talking about Anthrax, Black Label Society, and Hatebreed have just announced that they're going on tour together. It will start July 26th in Phoenix, Arizona, runs through August 28th in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Link down in the description if you want to get tickets. This is a weird combination of bands for a tour. Anthrax, old school thrash. I could see them with Black Label Society, kind of new hard rock, the biker stuff. But Hatebreed kind of throws a real big monkey wrench and all of that. I could even see Black Label Society and Hatebreed, but the three of them together just seems a little weird, though probably going to be a great night. So if you are so inclined, you just love one or all three of those bands, then please, by all means, go get tickets. That is our only tour that has been announced since last week. We do have a piece of news to get out of the way real quick, which this is the only piece of actual news. So it sucks because it's a downer and I don't like doing these going into the suggestions, but sometimes you got to do it. But Dance Gavin Dance, a band that's been around since the early 2000s, has just lost their bass player, Tim Feerick. No announcement has been made as to exactly what took Tim, but he is no longer with us, and the band has decided that they are going to continue with their scheduled dates. They have one big festival date that is going to kick off this tour, and their stance is that Tim would want us to go on. Tim would want us to entertain the fans, and so that's what we're going to do. And I think that is kind of awesome. Honestly, if I was in the same situation, I'd probably do the same thing, or I would expect my bandmates to shove on without me. So, either way, if you are a fan of Dance Gavin Dance, it is a dark day for the band. We're going to take a moment and remember Tim Feerick. And I don't like doing this, but we're going right into music suggestion for this week. Our music suggestion is kind of a continuation from the last 2 weeks ago when I did Battle of Mice. Now we're talking about Neurosis, which is one of the two bands that makes up the DNA of Battle of Mice. So Neurosis, much older than Battle of Mice, much older than Made Out of Babies, which is the other half of Battle of Mice. Honestly, these guys have been around forever, and the music suggestion is Through Silver and Blood. This record will make you, will disturb you in all of the right ways, I guess is a great way to put that. This is the band, this is the record that got them on tour with Pantera. That's how long these guys have been around. They are still making music as a band, as Neurosis, but also Steve Von Till and the other guys have solo projects as well that we talked about here on the channel. So this is what is best described, even though I'm not a big fan of subgenres, best described as post-metal. And again, Through Silver and Blood, do not listen to this if you are inebriated, if you are under the influence of any sort of drug. Probably not a great record to listen to at that point, but a phenomenal record all over. Just go into it knowing that it will definitely great against the nerves. That is our music suggestion for the week, though. Once again, this has been just a brief segment from the larger episode that has been posted over on the main channel, youtube.com/generallynerdy. Go over there for the long form content, or just subscribe here if you want it in bite-sized chunks. Thank you very much for joining me, nerds. We'll see you in the next one. Before we go, though, always remember that if it's generally nerdy, it's probably here.